Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to the live class we've got here this morning, and it is a wonderful sunny morning here in Australia, and I just want to send out a big hello to everybody around the world who is going to be joining this live stream. And today's live stream is going to be talking all about how to protect yourself from negative energies, and there's also going to be a surprise giveaway. So I'm streaming here just for the benefit of everybody. I'm streaming here on Facebook, I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm also on TikTok, so if you can see me glancing. To everybody that's joining on TikTok, hi there, everybody who's joining on TikTok. Just to let you know, I've got slides here on the laptop, which is below this. So if you want to see the slides and the content, I'd just suggest that you jump across to my bio, click the link in my bio. There's a link to my YouTube channel. Jump across onto YouTube now, and you'll see the slides which are here. But we're going to be talking today all about protecting yourself from negative energies. So this is quite prevalent in today's world, and I think you're going to find this really useful, and there's going to be some top tips here for you. You've probably seen the video which I produced about bringing blinding white light in, but we're going to go a bit deeper in this, and I'm going to share some really amazing tips with you. It's going to be really cool. You're going to really enjoy it. Hi Jen, hey. Says, hey Aaron, super happy to be here. So happy you can join me. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear. Bernard is watching from the Philippines. Oh my goodness. So I love doing these live sessions. I love the energy. I love this co-creation. We create these sessions together, and we literally have people from all over the world. Hiya Cheryl, how are you doing? Hi everybody on TikTok who's joining. So yeah, we've got a good crowd who's gathering at the moment. And it's really cool. So I hope you're having a blessed day wherever you are. Again, I'll just repeat myself. Beautiful. For the first time in a while, we've got a beautiful sunny morning here in Western Australia. So I'm thrilled. Blue skies, happy days. So let's get into this. Okay, thank you for joining me. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for joining me. And today's live is going to be how to protect yourself from negative energies, which is very prevalent in today's world. And okay, because I love to honor everybody who joins these live sessions, I'm going to honor you. There's going to be, at the end, there's going to be a surprise giveaway at the end, which is going to be wonderful. It's going to be fantastic. So I'm super excited to deliver this for you. So let's get into it. So, okay, I'm sharing the screen, so I'm bouncing between tabs here, quite advanced technically. So, my intention, okay, with you today is to share with you some spiritual protection techniques that I use, okay, in my work with clients and myself when shielding from negative energies, okay? So just let me know in the comments, okay, tell me what your intention is. Why have you joined this live? Tell me what your intention is. So just type it in the chat. Hiya, Colleen. Hello from Queensland. Fantastic. Hello, thank you for the comments. Just let me know in the chat, what's your intention from today? So I've given you my intention. So again, intention is everything. Everything is frequency, right? Everything is frequency, and so is intention. So let me know what your intention is. Let me know in the chat. What do you intend to gain from today? So my intention is to share with you the techniques, the spiritual protection techniques that I use, yeah, on myself and work with clients on shielding from negative energy. So what are your intentions? Just let me know. So let's have a look at this. Yeah, okay, great. So I've got people, fantastic, yeah, legends. So people on TikTok, okay, are already jumping across onto YouTube, and you can see the slides. Happy days, okay, because we're across all platforms here, which is really good, but I can't put slides up on TikTok, can I? So that's the thing. So if you want the slides, jump across via the link in my bio to the YouTube channel, and you will see the slides in front of you, okay, for everybody on TikTok. There we go. Hi from Melbourne. Cheryl says, to shield from negative energies. Jen says, my intention is to bring more awareness around protection, and I'm open to learn more. So you're going to learn some really cool stuff here and some really practical stuff that you can bring into your life. So no intentions. I'm just here to say what you have to say. That's fair enough. Thank you very much. But yeah, so like I say, just enjoy the session in that case, okay? So let's move forward with these with the training. Okay, so I'm just letting you know who this training is for, and again for everybody, for the benefit of everybody who can see these slides. Okay, so it's for three people. The training is for 3 people, so, or 3 kinds of people. So we've got light workers, coaches, energy workers, okay, who come across low vibrational energies when working with clients. So, you know, these are the kinds of people who can benefit from the information I'm going to give you. So again, light workers, coaches, energy workers who come across low vibrational energies when working with clients. So number 2, many people will fall into this category. So this is for empaths who soak up other people's energies like a sponge. Your ability is a gift. It's not a curse. So being an empath, you're born as an empath. You're born sensitive. You're born like a sponge, okay? But that in itself is a gift. It's an absolute gift to be so sensitive to these energies, but it doesn't have to be a curse. It doesn't have to drag you down to the point where you're completely exhausted. And I'm sure there's so many people watching this who can resonate with that message, okay? That you come into contact with social situations. If people are feeling stressed or tense, or, you know, they're kind of panicking because of what's going on and being pumped out through the media and stuff, and there's this perpetual collective consciousness of fear that everybody's plugged into and everybody's tense, etc. If you're empathic, you're an empath, you're like a sponge soaking this stuff up. That's going to be exhausting. And I'm sure there's so many of you watching this who are sensitive to energy, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? And wouldn't it be great if you could employ the techniques which I'm going to give you today, which you can absolutely use in your life from today, which is stop that from happening. It's going to stop you absorbing this like a sponge. And it just comes down to being able to block these energies effectively. So it's number 2 is for empaths. Number 3, okay, is for anybody who wants to open up to higher dimensions, but perhaps you're held back by a fear of experiencing negative energies. So perhaps you're a bit scared, and you know it's not uncommon for people, because it's like an unknown thing, because nobody explains this stuff to you. We don't learn this stuff in secondary school, do we? When we go through high school, we don't get consciousness classes where you've got teachers like, right, sit down now, students. This is it. We're going to be opening up our consciousness, and we're going to be bringing in light beings and spirits and energies, because we don't get that stuff. So, you know, if you don't understand it, you've never been taught it, it's all the unknown. And it's a natural human emotion to feel perhaps some uncertainty about stuff that we don't know or we don't understand. But it's nothing to be fearful of. Once you begin to understand how it all works, there's no difference. It's just this 3-dimensional existence that we experience with the 5 senses. That's physical. What we're talking about here is metaphysical. It's just energy. It's just frequency. But once we understand how this realm works, you can see that it's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to fear once you've got the right skills. And that's what I want to share with you today. So again, just to quickly recap, it's for light workers, coaches, energy workers. It's for empaths, or it's anybody who's scared of opening up and a bit fearful perhaps of the unknown. So that's going to benefit most of you watching this, okay? So let's move through. I love doing these live sessions, and thank you for your energy. Thank you for the co-creation. Okay, so for loads of you know me on here, but for those who don't, perhaps you've come in on TikTok or whatever. My name's Aeron. I'm a channel, and I'm an energy worker. I'm a psychic. I can read people's Akashic records. I'm in the Akashic records most days. I'm in the middle of writing a book on the Akashic realm. I work with energy. I'm a multidimensional psychic. I work with people's energy fields. I coach people on how to do what I do, and techniques. And I am a firm believer, okay, in keeping things simple. And I'll just recap on something I shared on Facebook, really, which was about the spiritual community. It's one of these places which is full of very flowery adjectives and language. And the creative half of my brain loves that. I love it. It's like juice for my creative part of my brain. I love reading that stuff. But when you're trying to explain to people how things work, and you're trying to explain to people and get people to understand, because when people understand, they can take action on it. And in order for people to understand how this spiritual realm works and how consciousness works, you need to break it down and make it as simple to understand as possible. And that's my core, that this is how I approach things. The core of how I approach things is to break it down so it's as simple for people to understand as possible, because it's not complicated. It's just actually, it's like learning to read a language for the first time. So first of all, we all communicating in English here, right? That's the language. But let's say, for instance, let's take Arabic, for instance. Number one, it goes a different way on the page. So you read from right to left instead of left to right. And it looks like symbols. But unless you're taught Arabic, you're not going to understand, and it's going to seem alien to you. But actually, when you understand Arabic, and it's broken down simply, and it can be the same for any language, Chinese, Japanese, it doesn't matter. But once you learn that language, it's simple. And it's the same. This is how I approach things spiritually. I break things down as simply as possible for people, because my goal is, from the heart, I'm in line with my highest purpose here. I know on a deep level that everybody, if you've got a pineal gland and a consciousness and a soul, you absolutely have the ability. You're born with this. It's just nobody in high school or nobody coaches you or teaches you how to do this stuff. It's basically, you need to then find people who can teach you how to do this stuff in a way that you understand, because otherwise, it can seem overcomplicated and you just don't get past that level. And it's wasted potential. And that's how I see it. I don't want to see anybody wasting their potential consciously. You've all got the ability to raise your consciousness up and do this. But today's session is going to be talking all about protecting yourself spiritually, okay? Which is something you can use on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to be talking to you now about focus on your own vibrational level, okay? Yeah, Colleen, feeling very tired. You're like a sponge. I sense that coming from you. I sense the frequency coming from you. I'm a man, okay? Biologically, I'm a man. You would say that typically men are not good at multitasking. Well, I multitask. So I'm communicating and I'm talking, but at the same time, I consciously read into comments. I read energy behind comments. It just comes through automatically for me. And what's coming through for me there, Colleen, is that you just absorb everything like a sponge. So it's like, whether that's good, bad, or everything in between, everything is just absorbed. You're just soaking this up unconsciously. But today you're going to benefit from, because you can stop that from happening. Need to focus on your own vibrational level. And what do I mean by that? So how many of you on here, let me just ask a quick question before I go on. How many of you are still watching mainstream media? How many? Just let me know in the comments, just quickly, how many people here are still watching television and still watching mainstream media? I'm not talking about streaming stuff on Netflix and Amazon and watching stuff that you choose to watch, or perhaps YouTube, or however you're consuming stuff and chilling out in the evenings. But are you still watching mainstream media? Good, no. And yes, you are hearing a Welsh accent. So yes, I'm from Wales originally. Still keep the accent. It's nice melody, right? Yeah, Wales is where I grew up. So I've moved around all over the place. Accent has dwindled a little bit, but I've still got the twang, as they say in South Wales. But yeah, how many people are still watching mainstream media? How many people? How many people? Just let me know, okay? Hang on. Yeah, okay. So let's go here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So people, it's a bit of a mix. Some people still get a bit, and some people have kind of turned it off. I haven't watched mainstream media or television in between 18 months and 2 years. I just turned that off because it was affecting my vibrational state. It was just unconsciously sending in this kind of fear, if you like. So, way back when, at the start of 2020, we didn't know what we were facing. And I was kind of, I was just like, oh my God, what's going on? Boom, being pumped out by mainstream media. I can't avoid it totally because I go to the gym every morning. So I was at the gym again this morning. One television that they've got at the gym, they've got the mainstream news playing. So I do glance at it from time to time. I can't help that. But by and large, I've removed that from my life. I manage my vibrational state. And, it comes down to making sure that you're vibing high, right? Making sure that you're vibing high, that you're in a good place when you open up spiritually. And you are, honestly, trust me, you are in charge of what you consume, which affects your vibrational state. So are you surrounding yourself with people who bring you down? Now, you don't just have to be empathic to experience this. We all perhaps got people in our lives which either cause friction, we're always kind of disagreeing with, either the naysayers, oh, it's just, you can't do this and you can't do that. They cast things on you energetically. And you need to be custodians of your own energetic field. You need to look after that, and you need to look after your vibrational state as if it's a prized possession. Yeah. So you wouldn't, if you had this prized possession, it's like a little diamond, your vibrational state, you wouldn't just allow that to be vandalized all over the place. Just walk around in the streets with this lovely diamond in your hand. And then, you've got people coming across with Sharpie permanent markers and kicking it on the floor and all this. You get annoyed, and you'd stop that from happening. You put that diamond in your bag and you keep it safe. Why is your vibrational state any different? It's not. It's just we perceive things differently. So we perceive the world. One is physical. So we look after our physical possessions, right? We lock the door to our house. We kind of do all the good stuff physically, but metaphysically, we can be irresponsible if we don't understand. And we just let people meddle with it. We absorb negative energies. We allow people to affect our vibrational state. It's just literally television programming like this: fear, 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 be afraid, boom, boom, boom. We've got, you understand what I'm saying? Manage, look after your own vibrational state and protect it. It's precious. It's precious, your vibrational state, but you need to manage it. Because when you're in a good place, when you're in a good high vibing emotional state, vibrationally, when you open up to the quantum, you have nothing to worry about. You're vibrating on a resonance, which anything perhaps that you don't want to come into contact with, you're not even on the same vibrational plane as that within the quantum. So again, the higher your vibration, okay, the better your experience in the quantum, and you have nothing to worry about. And I want to explain how it all works, so you see that there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to worry about with the quantum. The quantum is the most beautiful space of all possibilities that exists. And when you go in there, if you are feeling tense or pressure, or you've got lots of stuff going on in your life, all of that goes away and melts into insignificance. It doesn't matter when you're in there. Time doesn't run in the same way. It's bliss by comparison. You just get peace when you go in there, okay? But just when you're encountering the physicality day to day, manage your own vibrational state. You've got this little piece of treasure, your vibrational state. Guard it. Look after it. Look after it. It's metaphysical. But if you like I say, if you're in a physical thing, you'd look after it. So just be aware of that, okay? So that's the first step. You need to manage your own vibrational level. This is really cool. Okay, so I've got some really cool slides coming up here. Again, if you just joined in on TikTok, jump on my YouTube channel via the link in my bio, and you'll see the slides on YouTube. I'm across YouTube, TikTok, Facebook page, Facebook profile, so it's all there. But if you want the slides, jump YouTube, okay? Bio, get on the bio. Okay, so you need intention. Okay, so you need to know who you are opening your energy field to. You are the custodian of your energy field. So you need to think about your energy field like your house. Your energy field is the home for your consciousness and for your soul. Think of it like your home, okay? Ask yourself this question, okay? You can be out on the front lawn talking to your neighbors and talking to people who are coming out in the streets. Would you then come back into your house, okay, and just leave the door open randomly across the night or whatever? You just wouldn't do that. And that's common sense, right? It's like, okay, I close my front door and I lock the door. That's just kind of what you would normally do, unless you live way out in the countryside and you kind of leave the door unlocked. That's happened to me. I've gone on holiday and I lived in a quiet place, went on holiday, and probably 10 days into the 2-week holiday, I was like, oh my God, bugger, I didn't lock the door. And it just dawned on me when I was in a different country, but then came back and we lived in a quiet place. So it was okay. Nobody tried the door, but this happens, doesn't it? But I'm just saying, be aware. You wouldn't just leave the door open in your house and just let randoms be coming into your house, wandering around, opening the drawers, going through your coffee cups, or underwear drawer. Let's go. Oh, nice box. You just wouldn't let people do that, would you? It's common sense. think of metaphysical in the same breath as you think of physical. You need to start acting with common sense around your energy fields. So be careful who you allow in, number one, okay? You need to, and number two, you need to make sure that you're protected. So by protecting yourself energetically, it's the equivalent of closing your front door and locking the door. And it doesn't stop you leaving the front door, so you can still express yourself. Just because you've locked the door doesn't mean all of a sudden you're trapped in this sort of physical, I can't open up my consciousness because I did what Aeron says and now the door's locked and I can't get it. It doesn't work like that. You've still got the key. You can still open that front door and go to your front lawn and express yourself spiritually in the quantum, but you just do the common sense thing and close that door and lock it. That's the thing. And, you know, what you're going to get from today's session is techniques to help you lock that door. Which is common sense, right? Again, ask yourself, wherever you're living around the world, because we've got people all over the world joining in here. And again, thank you for your co-creation, thank you for the energy. But at the same time, wherever you're living, you wouldn't leave your front door open. So why do it energetically? Slap your wrists. Don't do it energetically. Lock your blinking front doors. So again, techniques I'm going to give you today is going to help you do that, okay? So again, just know who you are opening your energy field to. Just don't unconsciously allow people in. So I talked on videos on TikTok, you've probably seen this, and I've posted these on Facebook, don't think on YouTube, but we're going to be talking about different techniques other than light. So I'm going to give you some more advanced techniques on how to protect yourself, because there's many ways to do that, yeah? There's many ways to protect yourself, you know, and you can utilize. Some are just a bit more generic and they're just easy to bring in. The trouble, not the trouble, but there's different ways of looking at this. So you can either, bringing in light is fine, okay? Bringing in light is very, very, very effective. If you bring in blinding white light around you like a dome, that is super effective and it's super simple to do. But the rub with bringing light in, you've got to remember to do it constantly. So it's fine if you're walking into a situation, let's say you go to a football stadium, if you're in America, American football stadium, or you're at a concert, or a lot of people are gathering in this area, and normally you would avoid that. Or if you're into contact with that, you start to soak up all of this. These are the empaths, yeah? Empaths that soak up, and if you're just soaking up this stuff and you bring in that shield in, that's cool, right? But the following day, that light doesn't last forever. It's not like you bring the light in and then you're good for the next decade. It kind of lasts for the day or just for that situation. You've got to constantly remember to be doing this and refreshing it. Otherwise, you just slip back into this, absorbing like a sponge, and I'm just exhausted constantly. And I know, I sense energy, and I know that there's people watching this, that you're like, that's me. This is me. This is exactly what it's like I'm talking to you now, right? It's like light is great, but it is temporary. There are more permanent fixes, okay? So techniques I'm going to be talking to you now are a bit more advanced, but they provide more of a permanent solution than light, which you bring down, which is good for a situation, but then you forget to do it the next time. Light, you have to consciously remember to keep doing. Techniques I'm going to teach you now is more permanent, that you can install, so you can kind of chill out. You don't have to think about it. It's like having something which just automatically happens that you don't have to think about, and that's really cool, isn't it? Because we've got busy lives, thinking about lots of different things. Wouldn't it be nice if we had some shielding around us that just protected us all the time without thinking about it? Well, here's the techniques. So, okay, one technique, okay, is Syrian shielding. One technique is Syrian shielding, which I'm trying to get these comments on here, okay, which it says, here we go, fantastic, okay. So we're going to talk about Syrian shielding. So for the benefit of people, okay, who perhaps don't, you're not aware of light beings, and you are just more aware of energy. So I'm going to talk to everybody so everybody understands. And again, for the people who are aware of the light beings, etc., you're going to be aware who the Sirians are. So the Sirians are a race of light beings that we can connect to, okay? They reside on Sirius A, Sirius B. If you look up at the sky, you can actually see the star Sirius. I'm in the southern hemisphere here in Australia, and Sirius, I believe, Ria, my wife, would probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Sirius is up in the northern hemisphere. So if you look up in the sky, you can actually see that star constellation. Jump on Google or whatever it is and just look at these star constellations. They're in the sky, okay? So Sirians come from Sirius A, Sirius B. And they're an incredible race of light beings, okay? They're one of the light beings that I work with on, yeah, Ria's jumped in on chat. She says, you can see it from the northern hemisphere and southern too. It's close to Orion. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Ria. I honor your knowledge of stars, like an encyclopedic mind. So I always kind of, if I'm not sure, as a Ria, what's yeah. So yeah, you can see this. People on the chat can see this on YouTube. So you can see this in the sky. Sirians come from there. They're amazing. So they're ancient. They're protective. They're wise. They're caring. They're loving. They love. They really protect the females in their society. They actually came down to Earth at one point, shared their technology, and assisted humanity building things like the pyramids. So the pyramids, the main ones that you've heard of are in Egypt, right? But then there's other pyramid constellations all around the world. There's actually a pyramid in Antarctica. You can actually look this stuff up. So there's literally pyramids all over the world, South America, all over the place. So they came and assisted humanity with technology to assist them building these pyramids. And they're just amazing. So the Sirians, when you partner with Sirian energies, okay, so by opening up your consciousness, this is the beauty of it. So it's not just about gaining galactic perspective, but you can connect to these amazing races. You know, so you've got Sirians, Arcturians, Pleiadians, the Orions, Andromedans, the Lyranavians, the Lyran felines. List goes on. There's loads of them, and they all form this Galactic Federation of Light, which is a different story. I'm not going to touch on that, but just be aware of it. There's lots and lots of races, okay? Sirians are awesome. So the Sirian frequency, right, you can bring this in, and I do this when I work with clients. I do this when I coach people on different stuff that I do. And if people are struggling as empaths, or they're struggling either with being attacked with negative spiritual energy, because that kind of stuff exists. There's a whole tribal witchcraft, shamanism, all that kind of negative polarity stuff kind of goes on, okay? And people can be attacked by negative energy. It protects against all of this. This Sirian shielding acts like a cloak, okay? And kind of hides you and cloaks you within the quantum field. So not only does it stop you from absorbing negative energy, okay, but it can also stop you from experiencing any spiritual attacks, any negative energy, or which kind of manifest themselves in really unfortunate situations in your life. Okay, I'm not going to go into that because that's another whole subject. This whole subject matter is massive, okay, but we're limiting this today on protection techniques. So the Sirian shielding is phenomenal, honestly. So when this comes down and is installed, I install this for people when it comes down. People feel this coming down, physically feel this when it comes down around them. Like, think of it like a chocolate fondant. You've seen those, right? Have you seen where the molten chocolate just comes down around the outside, and you can just see this molten chocolate melting around? It's nice. It looks nice and warm, delicious, tasty, all that kind of stuff. It feels like there's molten chocolate. That's the only way I can describe it. I break things down as simply as possible. So I could describe that in really flowery language for you, but I want you to understand how it feels. It just feels like molten chocolate coming down all around your body. You feel it coming down across your arms. You feel it coming down across your chest, all the way down. It's beautiful. It's like an energetic hug from a frequency perspective. That's how it feels physically when I bring this frequency in. But from a consciousness frequency perspective, yeah, within the quantum field, it's actually massive, this dome. It's not like literally around your body. Within the quantum field, if I had to put a distance on how big this shield is, it probably stretches distance-wise, if you compared it to Earth measurements, I guess, it's probably 35 meters all the way around and 35 meters above. It's massive within the quantum. It's huge. But actually, your physical body reacts to this coming down around you, protecting you, and you'll sense this come down around your body. And it's like an energetic hug. And it just, instantly you begin to feel calm, instantly you begin to feel safe. And then if you're empathic or under attack from negative energies, etc., whenever you come into any kind of environment where you would have absorbed like a sponge, right? Doesn't happen. You just walk in and just maintain neutrality from a vibrational perspective. Just walk in and it just doesn't bother you. You're not picking this up. What's the knock-on effect of that? The knock-on effect of that is superb. So you're not exhausted. You're not tired. You're not absolutely wiped out. And what happens when you're exhausted? It all feeds back into this vibrational emotional state, doesn't it? So if we're absolutely exhausted every day, what we're going to be? We're going to be cranky, aren't we? We're going to be, we're probably going to have short fuses. We're going to be, things are going to really bother us just because we're tired. It's like the same when you're hungry. When you're really, really hungry, you get cranky. Vibrational state goes down, so make sure you're always well fed. But we're talking about emotional state here. So if you're waking up every day, you sleep beautifully, you wake up refreshed, you kind of, you're not tired, you're not exhausted. And as a result of that, what do you think happens? Your vibrational state is higher because you're happier. You're not knackered, you're not cranky, you're not grumpy, you're not grumbling because you're kind of just really, really tired. And as a result of that, your world begins to change because your encounters with people then become better, they're more high vibrational, people respond in a better way because, you know, you're not dealing with somebody who's just kind of exhausted. You know, like how exhausting must that be? And you know, it's, you know, your encounters become better, you start to get better results in your life because you're expressing yourself in a better way. People are picking up on higher vibrational emotional states that you're broadcasting out unconsciously. That's just how it works. So it's literally what happens. You bring this Sirian shielding in, it's like a positive cycle which starts to go up. So not only do you feel better, you're more protected. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm feeling great. Because you feel great, the world starts responding to you differently and it all changes for you. This is the power of bringing in this like permanent solution around you. And I've done this hundreds of times with people I've coached. I've done this hundreds of times on programs, one-to-one sessions, you name it. And the results are incredible, incredible, incredible. So yes, if you want to just bring this light down around you and keep remembering to do that, then go ahead and do that. You've got the power to do that. But just be aware that there are alternatives out there which are super effective, which you don't need to think about every day. It's like a set and forget. You bring this stuff in, just set and forget, but just know that you're not soaking this stuff up like a sponge. It's awesome. Okay, so that's Sirian shielding. That one for you, mate. It's amazing. Okay, Pleiadians. Okay, so let me know on here. Okay, let me know on the chat. Okay, who has heard of the Pleiadians? Let me know quickly in the chat. Yeah, chocolate fondant is flowering in. Thank you, Ria. Samantha, that sounds amazing. It is amazing. Cheryl, you've experienced this. It feels amazing, right? It is, because it is amazing. It's such an amazing thing. And I've not only experienced this, but I've witnessed this with people as well. So 100% this works, okay? So we've heard of the Pleiadians. Samantha's, Jasmine, yes. Yes, yes, yes. We've got coming through on TikTok. So we've got a few people banging in the comments here. And again, energy is great today, guys. So let's keep this energy going, yeah? Pleiadian frequency is insane. It's like when I say insane, words carry energy. It's not insane in a bad way, but it is insanely good, okay? My goodness, Pleiadian frequency is just off the charts, okay? First time I connected with the Pleiadians, oh my goodness, it was like they bring the party to the party kind of thing. And my consciousness wasn't used to that frequency. It was the first time I'd connected in to them. But, you know, I was just at that time connecting to the Arcturians. I'm an Arcturian starseed, for those who don't know. And I'm doing this, this is my soul's purpose or my soul's mission. So, you know, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm meant to be doing. And I remember I was just spending time with the Arcturians over and over and over and over and over again. Because they're my star family, they're my soul family, right? And it's just really cool. I just loved spending time with them. But even they even said to me, and this is the galactic perspective, so they weren't precious over the fact that I suddenly elevated my consciousness and I was there with them. They weren't kind of clinging on to me like some possession. They just said to me, the Council of Elders said to me, look, if you want to have more of a galactic perspective of how things are, and you want to develop spiritually, it's probably a good idea if you go around and start to spend time with different races. And I'm like, my consciousness, I was like, oh, okay then, I will. But then I kind of got this download of understanding that I just knew that from the Arcturians' perspective, they don't think like we think on Earth, and there's no ego or nothing like this. But they basically, they could see that from me to develop, it would be better if, it didn't mean that I would never go back and spend time with the Arcturians, but just to go and experience different races and learn from them. So I was like, okay, well, you've told me that, that's what I'm going to do. So then I was like, okay, I've heard so much about the Pleiadians. I want to, spend some time with the Pleiadians. That would be really cool. So elevate my consciousness, went in, and then I wanted to connect to the Pleiadians. That was the intention. And I was sat there and I was right, okay. And I just had this sense within me that I needed to push as hard as I could with my consciousness. So I just went with it. I've learned now not to filter my experience with my logical day-to-day thinking mind, but actually just to trust my heart and just instinct and just go with it. One of the big sort of takeaways from my development was just to trust this and go with it. And I do now, always. I always trust this, always. This can sometimes try and compute what's going on, and it can try and work things out, and that's fine. There's a time and a place for this, but by and large, I just trust this. What this tells me to do, I just go and do it without even thinking. I'm that tuned into my heart and my instinct that I just go with it, and I have faith and I trust it. So my instinct at that time was just telling me push, push, push. I was like, okay, right, push. And I just went, pushed, and bang, I was there. And the Pleiadians are photonic. They're made of light, okay? But they are very, very, very high vibrational. And I connected my consciousness in with the Pleiadians, and oh my God, it took over my whole body, and I almost felt intoxicated to the point where I just wanted to start jumping around, whooping and doing star jumps and press ups and all this kind of stuff. And Ria, my wife, some of you know her, but Ria, my wife, she was the same. It was like she was completely intoxicated by this frequency. It was incredible. My consciousness has got used to that frequency to a degree now. So when I connect to them, and I connect to the energies, yes, my speech pattern increases because it kind of merges with their frequency, but I'm able to compute it, and I'm not having these kind of like overwhelming urges to start doing these star jumps and press ups. Because like I say, it was just the first time I came in encounter with it, and it was overwhelming, but I'm kind of a bit more used to it. Their frequency, back to the slides, okay, so their frequency is so high frequency. But you know what's great about Pleiadian frequency? What is great about Pleiadian frequency is it can be used as an energetic flush. Think of this as a really high frequency or high pressure jet wash, yeah? And it can blast out anything which is in your field, which isn't serving you, or perhaps some foreign bodies or whatever that shouldn't be there. It can shed densities and all this kind of amazing stuff. So if you've absorbed negative energies, right? If you've absorbed negative energies, if you want to raise your vibrational state, a great tool you can use is Pleiadian frequency, because the second you open up your consciousness and bring in Pleiadian frequency, it flushes this negative energy and frequency out of your system. And your vibrational state then comes back up to where it should be. So what we are working towards is maintaining a vibrational state which is here, not down here. So again, switch off the mainstream media. Be careful who you associate with. If you've got naysayers and people trying to talk you down, saying you can't do this, this is mumbo jumbo. In America, they say, oh, the spirituality is a bit woo-woo, it's a bit crazy. It's not. It's spirituality and energy is as tangible as this pen. It's just one is physical. It manifests itself, because this is just frequency when you break it down. It just manifests itself into a physical form. It's just one is what we class as mainstream classes as physical, one is metaphysical. So it's just energy, but it is just as valid. Now, you need to maintain, bring your emotional state, your point Z, your neutrality of your emotional state wants to be here. So we're always looking to bring our vibrational state here, very, very high vibing, joy, abundance, all gratitude, love, all of these amazing emotional frequencies, which we should be feeling on a day-to-day basis, not bogged down. So if we're feeling a bit bogged down, Pleiadian frequency coming in like a rainforest shower of high vibrational frequency as it comes down across and just flushes it all out. So they're good tools to use together. You can completely flush out your system with Pleiadian frequency. And at the same time, you can then partner with Sirian frequency. So you flushed out everything that shouldn't be there. Your vibrational state returns to this because it resonates with the Pleiadian frequency. Then we bring down Sirian shielding and everything is singing. Everything is singing. So literally, it's like you feel on top of the world. Like honestly, I wish this for unconditionally, you'll feel this coming from my heart. I wish this for every single person that this resonates with, that your vibrational state is just here all the time. What an amazing emotional state to sit in. You can achieve that. If you're struggling with your vibrational state, you can achieve that with Pleiadian frequency. And then you lock the door because you bring the Sirian shielding down to protect yourself. This is how powerful this stuff is. And it's a complete set and forget job. So yes, consciously you bring the Pleiadian frequency in. So yes, you're engaged with this and you're thinking about it because you're intending to connect to the Pleiadians. But once you bring the Sirian shielding in, that's like set and forget. You don't have to think about that every day. It just is. It just sits there protecting you. And you're not, like I say, your vibrational state then changes to this amazing high vibrational state. It's fantastic. And you're broadcasting that out to the world, okay? And what you will find, okay, I want to just quickly talk to you about your personal energetic field and how your vibrational state affects others around you, okay? By vibing so high and sending out this high vibrational frequency, you actually unconsciously raise other people's vibration in the process. It's incredible. So what will happen? Your your energy field, which sits around you, it's fluid. So it doesn't just sit in one place around you. It moves with your emotional state. So if you're vibing high, your energy field is massive, okay? Have you ever encountered, let me know in the chat, okay? Have you ever encountered somebody who has just walked into a room and the whole room has just lit up? It doesn't matter, you can just be chatting and you've all come across these people. Let me know in the chat if you've encountered people, they walk into a room, the whole room just lights up and everybody's magnetized to that person. Let me know in the chat if you've experienced that. Yes, yes, you have. Yes, yes. Everybody comment on TikTok. Let me know in the chat. Have you experienced these kinds of people where you just literally, they walk into a room, bang. And I just want to explain. Yes, yes, yes. I'll explain. And like I say, I break this stuff down as simply as possible. When you understand, you'll go, boom. Oh my God, that's why that happens. Let me explain to you why this happens. When somebody is so high vibrational and walks into a room, their energy field is massive. People pick up on this stuff unconsciously. They don't think about it, but they just sense it. Even people who aren't conscious and aren't awake will sense this stuff, okay? So what happens is, okay, when you're in a low you're neutral, for instance, or you're in a low vibrational state, your energy field, okay, will contract. If you're feeling sad, depressed, and fearful, whatever it is, these low, embarrassed, whatever that vibrational state is, your energy field will shrink around you. That's what it does. It's a fluid thing depending on your emotional state. So the people who perhaps are a bit stressed in your life, or people that you come into contact who are a bit worried and a bit fearful, if your vibrational state is here and you're just beaming out this huge energy field, what do you think is going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. You come into contact with these people, their energy field, if they're fearful, starts to absorb the energy from yours. So it's not like it's almost like they're taking the excess energy that you're giving off. So it's not, if they're absorbing this stuff unconsciously, it's not like it's going to take away or bring down your emotional. Your emotional state is so big and high vibrational anyway that it's almost like excess. It's like people are sucking up this excess frequency which you're giving off. And what happens then? Their energy field goes back to the neutral state, and it actually raises their vibrational state and their mood. So by vibing high, you can have a positive impact on anybody you come into contact with. Anybody, it could be a cashier clerk at the grocery store, somebody serving the gas or the diesel in the petrol station, the postman that comes up. Anybody who comes into contact with this huge energy field instantly starts to feel better. So you can have this is how tangible this stuff is. You start to have a positive impact metaphysically on everybody you come into contact with. What a blessing that is. You've heard of that saying, right? Which is, you can't pour out from an empty cup. You've probably heard that. So if your vibrational state is low, or your energy field is quite low, you can't physically, metaphysically pour out from that. But if you're vibing so high, and it's huge when you walk into a place, you then become the person who lights up that room. So, you think when these people walk into a room, you think it's the X factor. That's what they call it, like, oh yeah, that's the X, they've got the X factor. Or they just, and we logically, this is how we explain it all. It's all about, oh yeah, okay, well that person, they've just got it, they're just a people person. And this is what this says, but it's literally just frequency. So by raising your emotional state, you then become the person who lights up that room when you walk in. And what happens? Why do you think people are magnetized to that? It's an unconscious thing, because what happens? They're reacting to how their field is reacting. The field is like, oh my God, there's juice. Oh my God, there's frequency. And it starts to expand, and they feel really good, and they want to be around that person. Become the person who lights up that room. You absolutely have the ability to control your frequency. Pleiadian frequency can do this for you, because it flushes out all of this negative energy. Bring in the Syrian shielding. You're like some energetic superhuman that just lights up every room that you go into. What a great gift to give to humanity, because it spreads. And then when these people, their emotional state increases, what do you think happens? They pay it forwards unconsciously. So then people they come into contact with then start to feel, and it just compounds in a really good way. So just understand the power of this, okay? Understand the power. Yeah, my sister, yes, me, haha. Monica says yes, Debbie says yes. We've all encountered these people. And I hope this is all, pennies are starting to drop, and you understand how this metaphysical world works. That's just how it is. There's no secret source to it. It's not the X factor, it's just metaphysical, it's just frequency. That's all it is. And again, the energy within this session and what I'm doing, it's all about breaking it down so you get it and you just understand it. Because when you get it, you can take action on it. When you know what you're doing, you can just take action, and it's simple. So again, let's move on. Got some cool stuff. So let me know quickly, before we move on, let me know if you've got any questions at this point, okay? Before we move on here, am I moving too fast for you? Are you kind of getting it? Are you kind of, as the light bulb's going on and you're going, oh yeah, I get this. Yeah, oh my God, that's how it works. But if you've got any questions at this point, just let me know. Thank you so much. Debbie says, beautiful. Thank you so much, my love. And I honor all of you with your energy that you're bringing to this session. And I honor everybody for turning up and co-creating this, because it's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. So has anybody got any questions here? My wife does it. Somebody says here, cold energy. Can you explain? Can you just extrapolate that on that, Emma, for me? Cold energy. Can you explain? So what do you mean by cold energy? And I'll extrapolate on that if you can just give me some context. Samantha says, yes, it's amazing how much I resonate. Thank you. Awesome. Because again, what I like to do, there's a time and a place for flowery language, elevate your consciousness and all of this kind of great stuff. Elevate your consciousness, pardon me, is just simply moving your point of attention outside of your body. And again, we just break this stuff down and it's like, oh my God, that's how we do it. Okay. It's like coming from heaven. Perfect, says Emma. Emma says, oh, when I meditate. Okay. So when you meditate, there's if you're feeling cold energy when you meditate, that's a surefire sign, if your body feels cold, that you're opening up to cosmic energy, because you'll feel this in two ways. So most of you, or some of you, but I'll explain anyway what I'm talking about. Some of you will be aware You've got energy from Gaia, which is the earth energy, right? That's the divine feminine. You've got the divine masculine then, because it's like balance to the force, right? So you've got this cosmic energy, which is the quantum field. Okay, that's the divine masculine. It comes from the cosmos. If you're feeling cold energy, Emma, when you're meditating and opening up your consciousness, you are opening up to the cosmos. And if it's to the point where you feel like you're shivering and you've got goosebumps and stuff like that, you need to, what's happening, there's a slight imbalance there. So you need to bring balance to the force kind of thing. To coin a Star Wars phrase, there needs to be balance to the force. What I would ask you to do is just add a technique into your meditation. And what will happen, you're not going to feel freezing because you'll be, the two types of energy will balance one another out. You need to visualize warm energy coming up from Gaia, the divine feminine. And you need to bring this energy up from the center of the earth through your chakra system and connect it to your heart. And then what you do is to consciously bring the energy down from the cosmos, which is the divine masculine. Gaia is the divine feminine. And what you're doing is connecting them both in your heart center. And what you'll find is, yes, you're still going to be opened up to the cool energies of the cosmos, but you're also going to be warmed up, if you like. Think of it like a heater, right? So just, you'll be warmed up by the warm energies of the divine feminine, which comes up from Gaia. And what will happen is you're not going to then feel either hot or you're not going to feel cold. You'll just maintain your temperature. So I hope that answers your question. And okay, Lucy, okay, I'm going to read specifically, and again, this is a bit of coaching for everybody watching this, okay? Lucy says here, she's anxious to hear more. Just what I would do, words carry energy, energy carries frequency. Your subconscious listens to the words that you say, and it picks up on the frequency. So the word anxious, okay, replace that with keen to learn more. So I'm keen to learn more. It's a better word than anxious. You're not anxious, okay? There's nothing to be anxious about. So again, we need to start consciously paying attention to this and just select the words that we say, because what we say is what we become. So if you're anxious to learn more, subconscious is going, oh, hang on a second, I'm anxious. And but no, you're just keen. You're just keen to replace the word anxious with keen. I'm keen to learn more. Great. Keen has got positive energy. Subconscious understands positive energy. Subconscious creates belief systems and perceptions which create our reality, right? So again, it's nothing to be anxious about, just keen to learn more. So again, just choose words wisely because of frequency. And it's not a criticism, it's more of a coaching point just to help you. Yes, thank you, and I'm always grounding. If you're feeling cold then, and you're still grounding, visualize warm energy coming up. Really ground into and press into Gaia energy coming up from the earth, which will, it'll stop you feeling cold in a way. That's the kind of, that's the essence of what I'm trying to tell you. Just try and maintain that balance. Unless, when you say you feel cool energy, if you're happy experiencing cool energy, cool. It's no problem. But if it's the point where you're shivering and you're freezing, then just balance it out. Put the heater on and balance it out with energy from Gaia. Divine feminine, divine masculine. You want this nice balance of the force, right? Positive words bring in positive outcomes. What we say is what we become. So we are never scared or fearful of the unknown. We're just interested and keen to learn more. That's just, we replace one with the other. One is positive, and you need to be aware of what your subconscious listens to, or what comes out your mouth, and the subconscious will then create your belief system. So never feel like you're anxious, nervous, worried, fearful. There is nothing to fear, I promise you. Once you understand it all, you'll go, there's nothing to fear, So this is part of the reason why I do these sessions. Okay, so Ria's giving me a tip here, and she's saying you can press on the comments and bring up the questions on the screen. So I promise, I think I've covered the questions. Let me jump on TikTok. When we doing a Syrian will we be doing a Syrian meditation protection today? So there's not going to be an energy transmission within this today, but there is going to be there is a giveaway at the end. So I just urge you to stay here to the end, because it's going to be a really, really cool giveaway which I'm going to be doing. I don't often do these, so let me scroll through. Let's have a look. So sorry, don't. Again, look. Somebody says, oh, I'm so sorry I missed this. Do I just ask for Syrian shielding? Don't apologize. You've got nothing to apologize for. It's just you're here now, everything in divine timing, and thank you for your energy. You have nothing to apologize for, okay? You have nothing to be sorry for. But yes, you can bring in Syrian shielding to protect yourself. And like I say, I show people how to do this kind of stuff, which is awesome, okay? So we're going to move on. So, okay. Tell me in the comments, okay, who's ready? This is amazing, by the way, okay? And this is as a thank you to everybody who's come live with your energy to help co-create this session. Who is ready for a giveaway? It's Friday today in Australia, the sun is shining, we're in the mood, we're going to be giving an amazing, amazing giveaway away. So let me know in the comments, set your intention. I want to see your energy, I want to feel your energy. Who's ready for this giveaway? This is going to be incredible. I promise you. You're going to absolutely love this. And somebody is going to be, somebody's just going to have the best day ever, because this giveaway is just incredible. All right. So just let me know. Whoa. Comments have just gone off the charts. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm really sensitive to energy. Anybody who's empathic is probably picking up on this now, soak in this, because this is nice energy. So we can be selective what we absorb, right? This is lovely, lovely energy. So absorb this and sing in it. Let your vibrational state come high, come back to that neutral point. Yes, hiya, Peter. How are you doing, my mate? Yes, thanks for the info. Everybody's ready. Let's have a look at this. Yes, me. Yes. So we're ready. We're ready in Swansea. Hello, how are you doing from Swansea? Let's have a look. Yes. Oh my God, amazing. Your guys' energy is just off the charts. Honestly, I just want to pay tribute to this. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about the giveaway prize, right? I'm super, super excited about this. And I put this together. We've got, there's a 6-week online program. I'm going to give a spot away on this today. I'm going to tell you exactly about what I'm giving away. Okay, this is just like one lucky soul watching this just going to have the best experience across 6 weeks. I promise you. Okay, so I put together a quantum deep dive, which is a 6-week online program, and I want to talk to you about this. And again, if you're on TikTok, just jumping on this. If you want the slides, get across to my YouTube channel now. Jump on the bio, click the link or link tree. You'll see the YouTube channel link. Jump across there. I know there's people on TikTok that have already jumped across to YouTube. You'll get the slides on there. I just can't put the slides on TikTok. I wish I could, but at this stage I can't. So I want to tell you about this 6-week program. I'm going to give a spot away to one lucky soul who's come and helped to co-create this. I want to honor everybody, okay? So the Quantum Deep Dive 6-week intensive program, okay? So you're basically going to learn how to access the quantum field of all possibilities. So this quantum field you keep hearing about, you're going to learn how to access this practically, okay? You're going to become more connected to galactic light beings as spirit guides. You remember me talking to you? I've given you 2 examples here. So I've given you Pleiadian, I've given you Sirian. You're actually going to connect to them in actual, tangible, practical sessions. I've done this before. I know, like I say, I've done this in workshops and sort of short, intensive programs, but the reason I created this is because I could see there was a real need out there for people to have a program such as this to take them up, take them along the steps so actually they can express themselves spiritually, because there's currently nothing out there catering for this. And I can see that so many people are struggling, and it's literally been born from a need from the community that I've put this together. You're going to be basically become more connected to galactic beings as spirit guides. You're going to learn and experience how to recognize different energies and different frequency signatures of the different galactic races. They all feel very different. You are going to experience these, some of you, for the first time. It's going to be literally, this program is going to be transformational, absolutely transformational. It's insane. So you're also going to discover how to recode and rewire yourself energetically, okay? How are you going to recode and rewire yourself energetically with galactic light codes, grid work, frequencies, and upgrades, which are going to transform your physical realities. How amazing is that? So if I'll give you an example of this, what I'm talking about here is consciousness technology is what I call it. These are frequencies which we can bring in from different races of light beings, which upgrade our frequency within our field in a certain area. Okay, so let's say it was around income or financial abundance. There's many, many more. You can have health, relationships, message resonance, all this kind of good stuff, right? So when we talk about frequency upgrades or consciousness technology, it literally upgrades your energy field to a resonance which attracts in certain aspects depending on what the upgrade is. So let's talk about, say, income or abundance. All of a sudden, you've got this new frequency which you're emitting, things will just begin to rock up in your life, okay? So you'll have additional earning potential. Perhaps you get the promotion at work, so you get a pay rise. Perhaps, like I say, you will start to spot other earning potentials. Income streams will begin to develop. All of a sudden, you may come across a situation where, like I say, you may be, all of a sudden you get a really amazing job opportunity. Income starts to go up. You start to draw in this additional income in your life, and that's just to do with money. But there's also things around health. Upgrade the health resonance. Another one is love, for instance, divine love and loving yourself. So you start to attract the right people on a romantic sense. If you keep attracting the same kind of person which isn't serving your higher self, it can be the same person with the same personality traits, which obviously then you're looking to change. You start to attract the right people who are in line with your heart, So this is how powerful, perhaps this message resonance. So, you can have, there's another one, which is divine alignment. Divine alignment is insane. It's incredible. So what is divine alignment? So divine alignment is literally stepping into the universal flow of the universe in line with the higher self. So you achieve your goals easy. So what then happens? You've got a target. You're trying to work towards something and you're trying to achieve something. And under normal circumstances, it can be a struggle. There's just hurdles, problems, push. It doesn't come to pass, or you get a portion of it and it's not quite exactly what you were aiming for. Imagine what it would be like just to step into this universal flow of frequency and everything is just plain sailing. Yes, you take the aligned action, but the right people turn up at the right times. The right people turn up who have got connections, who introduce you to a certain person that you need this to happen. You start a business perhaps, and all of a sudden you start getting customers relatively easily. Your marketing starts to work really, really easily. You've got an income goal or whatever. You start to reach the income goal quite easily. You've got whatever it is, whatever your goal is that you're going, this divine alignment resonance, which you can download from these light beings, just steps you into universal flow. Everything is just effortless. It's like stepping into this big river or stream that's got a current, and you just, yes, you take the aligned action, but you're just flowing down this river, ease, grace, and whatever, it's just simple stuff. But it just then becomes effortless. Yes, you have to do the right stuff. So you can't just expect stuff to rock up. I'm just going to sit on my couch and I'm going to watch Netflix or some YouTube and all this amazing stuff is just people are going to be knocking my door. It doesn't work like that. You still have to do the right things, but doing the right things is just easy. It's simple. And then all of a sudden you enter this state of flow. This is how tangible this stuff is. So that's consciousness technology. We're going to be diving into that. You're going to be receiving these upgrades. I'm going to access your Akashic records. So I'm going to include, there's a module on this where I'm going to be teaching you about your Akashic records. I currently do one-to-one sessions where I access people's Akashic records via their energy fields with consent. But I also, I coach and I teach people and I take people's consciousnesses to the Akashic realm and they experience the Akashic records, the Hall of Records for the first time. The Akashic records is like a ledger of everything your soul has been through. Every experience your soul has been through, not just in this lifetime, every single lifetime that your soul has experienced, everything is recorded in there. Every action, every thought, literally everything. The whole thing is there. The good, the bad, the amazing, everything is just in there. And there's also karma attached to some of these experiences. And that's, I'll talk to you more about that on the program. But it's to understand that the Akashic realm exists, but also how to access this and how to access this to work with a karmic field to actually transform your life. So it's just, this is super powerful stuff. The caliber of this program is just off the charts. But I've wanted to make this accessible for everybody. And I wanted to make it accessible because there was a real need within that community. So again, it's like when I'm in flow, I'm taking aligned action within my life now. And it's just, I'm a member of the online communities and I see the questions consistently coming up from hundreds and hundreds of different people. And it's the same, and I'm just like, okay, nobody's helping these people. So I just felt called to actually bring this, because there was a real need for people to be teaching this stuff. Because again, don't forget, this is stuff which you're not taught in school, are you? You're not taught in high school how to do this stuff. And unless you actually come across, okay, a person that not only you resonate with, that you explains things in a way that you can understand, you're not likely to be able to learn how to do this stuff. But, you know, it's absolutely within your grasp. You're absolutely capable. If you've got a pineal gland, a consciousness and a soul and a body, you have the ability to do this stuff. You just need to be shown how to do it. So, yeah, so I'm going to access your Akashic records. You're going to learn all about that. Learn to understand and decode light languages. How incredible is this? So you've probably heard of light languages. My wife, Ria, I can confidently say this. I would consider Ria a global leading expert on light languages. There is nobody I am aware of, okay, out there globally who is able to speak as many light languages as she is. Every time she comes into contact with a new frequency, she's got this innate ability to just instantly download that language. And each language has its own unique energy signature. She activates people's light languages. So we're going to be talking all about light languages, okay, which are basically extraterrestrial languages. We call them light languages, okay, but they are languages of extraterrestrial races. Extraterrestrial and interdimensional races, because don't forget, you've got races of beings, we call them light beings, okay, but races of beings that don't reside in this third dimension. They reside in other dimensions. Pleiadians, for instance, are in a higher dimension other than the third. So there's many, many different races, okay? All of them have got their own languages, okay? We call them light languages. So perhaps many of you on here speak some light languages. I can speak Arcturian. I'm not going to showcase it here, okay? But I can speak Arcturian. Ria can speak about 15 different light languages, and it's growing all the time. So she just has this innate gift to be able to unpack this stuff. So we're talking, this is how to understand and decode light languages. Also, there's going to be 6 potent galactic activations. 6 potent, we're talking consciousness technology, both. We're going to be upgrading you on every single level. So that's basically the bones. I'm just going to quickly talk to you about how this is going to run for you, okay? So we've got the opening ceremony, which is coming up. The whole thing kicks off just before the 1st of August. So at the end of, just 1st of September, kicks off at the end of August with the opening ceremony. I'm conducting the opening ceremony at 9 p.m. Australian time, West Coast Australian time. Just to allow everybody around the world. We've already got souls who have coming into this container and are joining us for this, but I want everybody to take part in this live. There's going to be an opening ceremony, field alignment, and a guided activation I'm going to take you through. Week 1, okay, is the quantum field. So what is that? So it's each week, okay, there's 6 weeks. Each week is going to be made up of 3 parts, and it's going to be consistent through the 6 weeks. So number 1, you've got all of the theory, yeah? So all of the theory to begin with. Then you've got the practical. So I'm going to take you through, we call them quantum drills. And we're going to be going in, out of the quantum to get you to the point where you're comfortable to do this stuff yourself. Comfortable and confident is what I want from this, okay? So you've got the theory, you've then got the practical. There's then going to be an activation every single week. So there's consciousness technology you're going to receive as frequency every single week. So number 1 is the quantum field. Week 2 is the light beings. I'm going to introduce you to all of the different light beings, their unique energy signatures. You're going to experience this, all of them, all the different signatures, okay? We're going to deep dive practical is we're going to jump in, meet the Arcturians and the Pleiadians. So you'll meet my soul family. I'll introduce you to the Council of Elders. Also with the Pleiadians, you're going to meet them as well. Incredible. They're like our guardian angels here on Earth. They're a phenomenal race of beings. And again, there's going to be an activation or a transmission, Pleiadian light quote activation. Week number 3, protection. Okay, so this is where we're going to be talking practically. We're going to be bringing in protective energy. So I'll bring in Syrian protective shielding. You'll meet the Sirians from a frequency perspective. So we'll have, again, this is theory, but it's also practical. So I'll teach you how to do this stuff in the theory. You have access to all of this stuff recorded for the life, for your entire lifetime. You can keep coming back to this stuff. So you have the theory, but then with the theory, we back that up with practical sessions. You actually experience this stuff and not just learn about it, you know. And you're also going to get the Syrian shielding activation. Okay, week 4, so like I say, there's so much in here. Week 4, light languages, all right? So quantum instruction, what is light language and how to understand it? Because yes, okay, it's about experiencing the different frequencies in the language, but also wouldn't it be great if you could actually understand what's being said? I'm going to coach you and teach you on how to do this. It's basically, you're also then going to experience the different energetic signatures of different light languages. Super, super cool this. And then you're also going to experience the soul connection activation. So this is about connecting you to your soul family and to your soul's purpose and what you should be here doing on Earth. Week 5, my speciality, I love it, Akashic Records. Okay, like I say, I'm writing a book at the moment, but I'm going to teach you and coach you exactly about the Akashic Records, the Hall of Records. What are they, how to access them? You're going to get this intensive theory, and then you're going to get this intensive practical session, which is about accessing the Akashic Records. I'm going to take your consciousness to the Akashic Records. I've done this countless times, and it's a profound experience for people, especially people who haven't accessed it and experienced that for the before. Then I'm going to give you an activation for, it's the Pleiadian shortcut to the Akashic realm. Pleiadian, with their high vibrational frequency, they assisted me to get to my consciousness to the Akashic Records for the first time. So, you know, I'm teaching from my own experience. I know the Pleiadians with their frequency helped my consciousness to get to the Akashic Records. I'll be able to take you there in the practical, 100%. I'll take you there in the practical. But the goal for this is that you're able to do this yourself afterwards without my guidance. So this Pleiadian activation is really going to help your consciousness be able to achieve that. That's my goal. Week number 6, light codes. So quantum instruction, what is consciousness technology? You've heard me mention that. It's light codes, it's upgrades, right? It's frequency. From different races, how these work to transform your life in different areas. You're going to get all of that theory. You're then going to get all of the practical. So you're just going to be upgraded beyond belief during this program. It's just insanely great. I'm so proud of it. Honestly, so much work's gone into it. And again, there's going to be, like I say, these galactic activations, which we're going to be doing. So again, just to recap, okay, you are going to receive 6 weeks of live sessions, including instructions, plus obviously the opening ceremony, which is going to be live for everybody, immersion and practical exercises, 6 potent galactic coded activations, 12 weeks of ongoing support in a private group. So this is me on there day to day. You've got me on this group every single day answering any questions. 2 weeks after the end of the program, there's going to be a bonus Q&A session, okay, and a quantum deep dive practical practice session again. So we're going to host a Q&A. So if you've got any questions about the program after you've completed it, we're going to host a bonus live Q&A session, okay, 2 weeks after that 6-week program ends, which starts the opening ceremony just at the end of August, but we're going to start around the 1st of September. So it's coming up now, okay, so it's not too far away. And obviously, you're going to get the lifetime access to all of the sessions. Now, the value of this, okay, $777. This is the value of what I'm giving away to you today. 6-week program, which is valued at $777. So one lucky soul, okay, is getting a $777 US giveaway today. Okay, so this is the value of, and thank you so much again for your energy. We have got an early bird offer on, okay. But I'll talk to you about that, okay, after. But what I want you to do, let me know now in the chat. So this is the giveaway time. So I've just explained to you, okay, exactly what we've got coming up. This is that 6-week program, and this is the point where I'm going to do the giveaway. So there's going to be one lucky soul, either on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook. I've got it all here in front of me. I want you to tell me in the chat, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to honor I'm going to read every single comment. I'm going to read every single person's input. I'm going to settle on this energetically. I want you to tell me why you want this giveaway. Tell me why you want this giveaway. Why should I pick you? Tell me in the chat now. And what I'm going to do, I'll go through every single comment right now as this comes through, and I'm going to settle on one energetically. I'm going to feel the energetic signature. I want something which resonates, because again, I listen to my heart, I listen to my instinct, I don't listen to this. I'm tuned into my heart, okay? So I'm going to be reading the energy of what you're saying, and I'm going to settle on somebody, and somebody is going, so tell me why you want this. Tell me why, just give me in the chat, tell me why you want this program, why you want this giveaway today. What's it going to do for you? So let me know in the chat now. I can see we've got loads of people live on Facebook, YouTube. Let me know in there. Let me know on TikTok, and I'm going to go through all of them. I promise you. Okay, I'm going to honor every single comment. So don't think I'm going to skip any of them. I'm not. I will go through every single one. I promise you. So give you a few minutes to do that, 30 seconds, but it's absolute. This program is going to be incredible, absolutely incredible. I'm so excited to put this together because, like I say, and I've got comments flying in now, which is great. So I'm just going to give everybody a few minutes, just settle on and just think. And what I want you to do is when you're writing why you want a spot on this program, I want you to send this out as a signature from your heart. Now, don't forget, everything you write, your intention, your desire, etc., is programmed into language. Okay, so I'm sensing this and picking this up when it's coming through, and I want to settle on something energetically. So I'm not going to listen to this. Okay, I'm going to read. Yeah, so my logical mind will read what's going on, but I'm going to feel the frequency and settle on who this is going to be. Somebody here right now on this live, somebody here right now is going to get a $777 US 6-week program giveaway. You're going to get access to this for nothing. So one person I'm going to pick. And I want to read all the comments. So I'm going to give you just another couple of minutes. If you're still thinking about this stuff, let it come from the heart, okay? I want this to come from the heart, and I want to sense the frequency. So program the frequency into your comment and tell me why you want this, and I'm going to sense this and read this, and I'm going to settle on. I'm going to read every single comment as it comes in. So comments are flying in here. Okay, so I'll go through these first, then I'll come to TikTok and I'll do every single comment, I promise you. I'm going to honor everybody's energy, all right? So let's have a look here. I'm going to go through. So let's have a look at this. Lovely energy coming through, by the way, guys, and people watching this. Thank you so much for the energy. At the stream. Sorry, I'm back. I don't know what happened there. It just went off, but I'm back now. Okay, so I'm going to go through slowly because I think I swiped something on the mouse pad, which took me out the studio, so I don't want that to happen again. Okay, so let's go back here. There's loads and loads and loads of comments I've got here. Fantastic. Okay, so Prashant says, I want this giveaway to live more closely with my soul purpose and to bring in light that helps us all connect to your I am presence. Great comment. And again, what I'm doing, I'm reading these comments and I'm just sensing this, and I'm going to settle on I'm going to go through all of them. Okay, so Sarah says, because I feel like I've been denying myself for so long, and I'm finally accepting myself, but I do not know what to do with my gifts. Okay. Emma says, I'm feeling my heart vibration with this. Thank you for making this course. Thank you so much, Emma. Bonnie says, I've been working on my spirituality and energy healing, expanding my consciousness and working on my soul mission for energy healing. Great thing. Well done. Thank you. Emma says, I want to be on, and don't forget, you can type comments and I'll come to all of them, I promise you. Emma says, I want to be on my full soul's mission. Great. Co-creation station, great name, says, I would like to literally change this dark age in the 3D currently ongoing on the planet to accelerate our ascension to the light and to 5D. Fifth dimensional consciousness is what co-creation station is talking about. That's great answer or great comment. Ola says, because I will bring in a different type of energy to the room. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for that. Samantha says, I've spent the last 18 months learning everything I possibly can about these subjects. I feel like I'm ready for this point. I've put in the hard work. You and Ria have been such amazing coaches so far. I would love to experience this deep dive. Thank you so much for that kind comment, Samantha. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Peter, hiya, buddy. Peter says, thank you for the giveaway offer. I know it'll be life-changing, but I want to give something back to it. I'm totally okay. Thank you for your teaching and providing this service. It's very appreciated. Thank you so much, Peter. Colleen says, or Colleen Ted says, I feel like I'm holding a pattern at the moment stuck. I'm not sure to do for self, which will help all. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Connie says, wow, I don't remember how to do any of these things yet. The deep dive sounds insanely incredible. It is. I'm so excited to bring it to you. It sounds insanely incredible. I can't even imagine how useful it would be for my life's mission to have all of this knowledge. Amazing, amazing energy, by the way. Let's have a look here. Oh, comments are just flying here. Hang on, I need to go back and I need to make sure I get everyone. Monique says, so I can raise my frequency, heal, clarity, become whole so I can serve humanity and fulfill my mission. Great, I honor that, thank you. Bjork says, I feel it will open up deeper for me to understand what I've already learned, like a puzzle coming together. Love, light love from Iceland. Love Iceland. What a great country. And hello to you in Iceland, Bjork. Lucy says, my soul is crying to learn who I am and why I'm here. I feel so ready to raise my vibration and learn to be the best me so that I can shine for others. Bless you, Aeron. Thank you so much. Cheryl says, deep diving and working with you is a phenomenal experience and continuing to open my soul's purpose for the betterment of the world. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much for that comment. It's really, really kind of you. Okay, so Jasmine says, I would love to feel the energy you feel on a consistent basis. You've got the power to do this, Jasmine. Consistent basis. I would love to know my history in past lives and know my purpose in this lifetime. Amazing. Rebecca says, I've been trying to learn to channel light beings guide since 1997. Wow, you're a trooper. You've been at it, haven't you? So consistent. I can feel a consistent effort here. Since 1997, I feel this course is the key that consolidate all my efforts into real results. It's so important now, more than ever, to bring this love and guidance for all of humanity. That's awesome. Patricia says, I've been searching for so many years to find answer to what my purpose and existence is on this earth plane. The course resonates deeply, and I believe it will provide a deeper level of understanding and helped for me to find home. Okay. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. You're welcome. Love, light, many blessings to you, Maria. Thank you so much. Right, I'm going to TikTok now. Let's have a look. Thank you so much for everybody. And let's have a look here. Different balance and deserving. Okay. So wow. Okay. So many comments. I'm going to go through every single one. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, bless you. So he says, I'm so in awe right now. I'm so grateful I found this life. So grateful for your energy and thank you for co-creating it. Says here, I'm really sorry, but the names on TikTok are in grey. It's really difficult for me to kind of see the names, but you'll know who it is because I'm reading. It says, I'm ready to live fully awakened. I'm ready to achieve my higher self. Somebody else says, I've already spoken to light beings 3 years ago. I was told I'm mentally ill. Now I know I'm not. You're definitely not mentally ill. I promise you. And again, you're not. So again, choose language carefully. You've just got an elevated consciousness. You are not mentally ill. There's no such thing as spirituality and being mental. You're not. Says, I would love to teach those around me to raise their awareness at this time. Amazing opportunity and would benefit me in my development and growth. But only if I'm drawn to you. I'm deserving. I am the divine feminine energy of love. Salute you. Understanding and balance. That's wonderful. I love that energy. Okay. Somebody says, I've been looking for this all my life and for the one thing that truly connects me and gives me meaning. Absolutely. It's within your grasp. But you know, this is the thing. People just haven't been shown how to do this. I'm really working on healing, forgiveness towards my father. I want to grow. Somebody else says, to my life, to dedicate my life and soul's purpose. I feel this is my purpose. Excellent energy. I'm loving this frequency, by the way. And I'm loving this. I can just sense the love coming from you. Thank you so much for sending all of this. It's really, really amazing. Yes, the balance and understanding. I'd just like to say thank you. Good luck to everybody. I want to impact as much people as possible and help them as I can. The improvement of myself is a bonus. I can feel the selflessness in what you're saying. That's incredible. I love your energy, beautiful soul. My mother passed away. Okay, so I've gone through all of the comments. Okay, so you're ready for this. You're ready for this giveaway. Oh, we got one lucky soul here. The glasses are wonky there, aren't they? One lucky soul here. Okay, you're going to get this package, a 6-week program worth $777 US, and you're going to be invited onto this. So I'm just going to settle on this. So you're going to have to give me a minute here, guys, okay? And as much as I like to engage with you, I need to read this energetically. Just give me a minute. Because again, I disengage this, and I'm in tune, and I listen to frequency. I listen to frequency. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I need to look at these. Okay. Sorry if I'm taking a couple of minutes. I just want to honor everybody's energy here. I want to honor everybody's frequency. I want to honor everybody's frequency and love and energy. And again, I approach anything I do is in the spirit of fairness. I'm just fair to everybody. Fair to everybody. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. It's like I'm multitasking I'm reading so much frequency here. I'm settling. Okay. Let me just double check. Just double check. Just double check. Okay. So just going to announce it. And I just want to say before I bring this up on the screen, that all the energy, pardon me, in every single comment was amazing. All the energy in every single comment was amazing. And I love and honor all of your energy. I love and honor all of your enthusiasm and all of the genuineness in which every single comment was written. I honor all of it. I just want to say that before I do it. I can only settle on one, and I'll explain my decision. It's like all of it was resonating, but I've literally got to settle on one. And the person, okay, that I've settled on, I'm just going to bring up on here. I would just like to say Rebecca Donald. That just everybody's comments were making my heart sing. I could sense it, but this just made it sing. I was able to kind of isolate this from a frequency perspective, and it really came through and touched me. So Rebecca Donald says, again, this really touched me. I've been trying to learn to channel light beings guide since 1997. And I think what it was that sense that you've been trying since 1997 on top of everybody's genuine frequency, but it was just that you've been trying so hard for so long, and that really kind of touched. And I can feel that this course is the key to consolidate all my efforts and results. It's so important now more than ever to bring this love and kindness for all humanity. I honor everybody who commented, but Rebecca Donald, if you could reach out to me, on Facebook or YouTube, or you can drop me an email at Aeron, AERON, at aeronlazar.com. If that's easier to email, or if you're on Facebook now or YouTube, if you just drop me a message, okay, and I'll make sure you've got access to that program. You've got basically the what was I going to say to you? You've got the 6-week program there. Okay, you've got the 6-week program there for worth $777 US dollars. You've got that. Okay, so that's going to be for you. There's also, like I say, I've got an early bird offer on. Okay. I've got an early bird offer for everybody else, okay, who is interested in this. That 6-week program I was telling you about, there's currently an early bird offer on until Monday. The offer is on until Monday. So that course there, that 6-week program is available for $300 $333 US. And you can get that. I'm going to type this in here. Let's have a look here. I'm going to type it in here. It's bit.ly /QDD course. I'm typing this in the comments, okay? I'm just putting this into the comments and you'll see it, okay? bit.ly QDD course. So anybody on TikTok that is interested in joining us on this container, which is kicking off at the end of August, 6-week program runs until it's going to be into October when this runs, 1st of September or around the beginning of September until sort of mid-October-ish, and then 2 weeks after that, we've got that, don't forget, we've got that live Q&A session. So it's going to run probably until the overall thing until the end of October, beginning of November. So it's a really cool program. You can get that for $333 US until Monday. Okay, and again, bit.ly /QDD course. bit.ly /QDD course. And yeah, congratulations, Rebecca. Honestly, all it was, they were so close. Like all of the energy was so beautiful in that frequency that came through. Literally the only way I could separate that is that you'd written in there, and I sensed it and I felt it. You'd been banging away since 1997. Like, my goodness me, like, and that consistent effort since 1997. Okay, I honor you, and I'm so happy that you're going to be coming on this 6-week program with us, and it's going to run with the Q&A up until probably beginning of November. And like I say, you've got all the great stuff that's in there. Again, if you want to jump on this, take advantage of this early bird offer. $333 is what you'll get it for. Jump across bit.ly /QDD course. Has anybody, while I'm here now, has anybody got questions? I can see there's still a few of you still on, which is amazing. Okay, so any questions while I'm here now? Oh, thank you. Yeah, congratulations. People on TikTok, you're awesome, by the way. For people who are here on YouTube and Facebook, honestly, the love and support that's coming in from TikTok for Rebecca, who got that. Everyone's just like, congratulations. Like, honestly, like, Rebecca, there's so much love there for you and so much support for you having a spot on that program. So just please reach out to us and we'll ensure that you're on that. And congratulations. And it's going to be transformational for you. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So have we got any questions before I let you get on with your day? And thank you so much for the live. It was amazing. Everybody says congratulations, Rebecca. There's so many congratulations coming here on TikTok. Rebecca, there's so much love for you in this moment, and vice versa. Same from me. Okay. Yes, Ria says it's all recorded, which is great. Yes, okay. Peter says thank you. Yes, it's all going to be recorded. So even the program, the 6-week program, don't forget with the Q&A, it's running till end of October, beginning of November. So it's big. It's a big program. And all of those sessions for all the souls that come and join us in on this, you'll have access to the lifetime of those recordings. It's going to be brilliant. Okay, no worries. Well, thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much for joining me here today. The sky, remember I said vibrational state high, keep it high. Partner with the Pleiadians, keep your frequency level high. I'm looking out here, I've got unbroken blue sky for the first time in weeks here in Western Australia. And I'm going to go out and take advantage of this today. So I think we're going to go walk next to some waterfalls and get some fresh air. But let the sun on my skin just feel amazing for this beautiful, beautiful planet that we're all living on. But listen, thank you so much for all of your energy today. Thank you so much for coming along and co-creating this. You're all sensational souls, fantastic energy. I love you all unconditionally from Western Australia here. And I'm sending you love, light, and blessings unconditionally from here on Australia. Have a wonderful evening, depending where you are. Have a great day tomorrow. For those of you who perhaps are watching this and just waking up, have an amazing, amazing day. Vibing high and living life in a joyous and abundant way. You are Rebecca, you are so welcome, my darling. Rebecca says, thank you so much for the incredible gift and everybody for your kind wishes. My heart's beating so Exactly. Like, honestly, like, Rebecca, there's so much love that was coming in for you. And not just, you probably can't see the TikTok comments. Honestly, it was like, boom, congratulations. Everybody's so happy for you. Honestly, as I am. I'm just genuinely, since 1997, you've been like, wow, honestly. And, you know, your efforts have been rewarded. And come along to this program. It's literally going to take you to the next level and beyond. And you're gonna experience stuff you've never experienced before. I promise it's gonna be incredible. You're just, honestly, I love you all. Do you know what? Like, just quickly before I go, like, obviously we're in Australia now, right? And we've I'll just share this with you because, like I say, you're all just incredible. But we're in Australia currently. The international borders here are closed, right? So, you know, at some point in the future, the timeline I'm subscribing to, okay, is that we can have and host some physical events at some point. And at some point, you know, it would be amazing to meet you all in person, to experience your energy. And, you know, for now, we've got this online. But, you know, my goal and my intention is at some point we can host physical events and you can all come and be a part of this and just meet one another, network, be amongst other amazing souls. You're all just incredible, you know. But for now, we're online. In the future, like I say. But for those of you who aren't aware, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Architects of Destiny, jump across and subscribe to Architects of Destiny. We've got a podcast which is coming out in the not too distant future. Got some insane, amazing guests on that podcast already recorded. We did this quietly and it's all been kind of worked on in the background. We are launching that soon. Some incredible guests on there. So when this is launched, you'll hear about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast when it comes out. Don't forget to subscribe to Architects of Destiny on YouTube. Jump across there and just keep abreast. Like I say, you will, you know, thank you so much, all of you, for your energy. And I wish you love, light, and blessings. And I will see you. Take care. God bless. Take care.